They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, wise choice was made here, and he didn't risk a turnover because he'd understood the pressure was coming, saw the tight coverage, and decided just to throw it away and live another down.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They go play action with Trubisky. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Trubisky's throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Again, it's Trubisky. Claypool with another catch. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trubisky will throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They go play action. Trubisky. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because
that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, He wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
McCaffrey, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Mayfield down. That's complete right around the 8. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. To throw, Mayfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey from 3 yards out. And the Panthers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. As the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up on a 1st down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down, Trubisky. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Trubisky's throw complete there to Johnson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Trubisky. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That goes for a gain of 31. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Again, it's Harris. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Offensively, not what they wanted there, but hey, you can kick the field goal here and take the lead.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? You know, made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys. What are you going to do? Myself, I kick the field goal, get the 3, and take the lead.
They run for it with Harris. And this time he is in. Najee Harris, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick 6. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Trubisky to throw. Finding Pickens for another catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Now Trubisky to throw. Throws the out route and finds Claypool. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Mayfield. Dancing to his left. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And out across midfield down to the 45. 33 yards that time.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And he's got it inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. He's got this to Pickens. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Complete. It's Johnson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Here's Trubisky. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Here's Baker. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
They just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lapse. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
78 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games, no swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. That hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast, the 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to live in. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottom. Take 2 and pull out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight we've got an AFC matchup on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the New York Jets. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather, and we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out, and the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards.
the 20. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 15 yards to start their first drive of the game.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On first down, right back to Hall. And some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. First and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. To the air on first down. Here's Willis. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Running left, it's Henry. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. 1st and 10, Willis. And finding the tight end Hooper. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. 1st and 10, it's Willis. Well, into a sea of defenders, and intercepted.
And the Jets are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball again on second down. And some room to run now. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. 130 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On second and goal, Wilson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Zerline's kick is up and through. So another scoring drive now, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Willis. But the Jets pressure too much. It's down. Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run. It's Henry. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 with enemy territory. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That last play, though, not indicative of the night he's had running the football.
No, you're exactly right about that because all through this evening, it's been their night, hasn't it? One play here, they get it against them. I wouldn't worry about that very much at all. Just continue to do what they've been doing.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and the lead will hold at 10.
Well, he's got a big leg, and when everything comes together, he can certainly hit from long range, but this one's going to come up just a little bit short. A very good effort, though.
Okay, ready. 2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Open man downfield is Woods. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Willis going to try to run it. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Malik Willis keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Titans are back within a score. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Ball again on second down. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. It got his man complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Play action. It's Wilson. Steps away. Open man here is Conklin. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
They'll run with Hall. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. These guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with them down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. It's caught by Hooper. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 1st down, Willis. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Willis now off the play fake. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Willis back to the air on 2nd down. He's got a man complete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gaudin.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Play action. Here's Willis. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack. They'll drop to throw. He's got Hooper on the short connection, and he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
4th down, Willis. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. On 1st down, Willis. And this one is incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Caught by Woods. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Now this throw caught left side. A solid stiff arm. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 34.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Titans are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall,
81 yards.
and the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Zerline connects on the extra point. It was a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Willis has this complete to Woods.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Willis, 4th down here.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hall on to give up the middle.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.